The COVID-19 pandemic lockdown has spiked the rate of domestic violence in many countries in the world. The lockdown measures put in place to stop the spread of COVID-19 seem to have given abusers more power as people are trapped in their homes. This worldwide increase in domestic violence since the pandemic caused the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres to urge all governments to put women's safety first as they respond to the pandemic. Here are a few examples. 1. In Toronto, Canada, calls to one woman's shelter is up 400%. In British Columbia, an anti-violence service provider reported a 300% increase in calls. This increase in domestic violence cases in Canada has caused the government on April 4, 2020 to announce $26 million in emergency funding for women's shelter. Ottawa Coalition to End Violence Against Women launched Unsafe at Home Ottawa, a 24-hour service line for people to text or call for support. 2. A Beijing, China NGO that combat violence against women has seen an increase in calls to its helpline since the start of February when the government locked down cities in Hubei province. At that time, the epicenter of COVID-19 coronavirus outbreaks. 3. The emergency number for domestic violence in Spain received 18% more calls in the first 2 weeks of the lockdown compared to the previous month. Now officials are planning to turn vacant hotel rooms into shelters. 4. In France, police reported a surge of about 30% domestic violence cases countrywide. The French Interior Minister Christophe Castaner thinks this increase is due to confinement in the lockdown and has asked officers to be on the lookout for abuse. Like Spain, officials there are planning to turn vacant hotel rooms into shelters. 5. Soon after Italy began its lockdown in early March, the report of domestic violence began to rise. There was nowhere for these women to go because shelters did not want to risk the spreading of the COVID-19 infection. In Colombia, the mayor for Bogota said in the first weeks of the lockdown, all crime statistics were down except for one. Calls to police's 24/7 hotline to report violence against women had surged 225%. In Buenos Aires, Argentina, calls to the government-run abuse helpline rose by 60% during the lockdown. An initiative was introduced for women to use the code words "red mask" to report domestic violence to pharmacists. As always, thanks for watching. Please thumbs up, share, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Again, try to be grateful and think positive.